Ladies and gentlemen, when I woke up on the 31st of August this year, at the 52nd anniversary of our independence, I got up smiling and I told my wife, who was lying in the bed beside me, and I said to her, I feel good today, I feel young today. And you know what she said? Look here, Meng, she said, you are older than Malaysia. But I tell you something very honestly, that when I joined PKR, it was after a long struggle whether I should leave the party that I've served for 33 years and enter a new pathway in my life. But after I made the difficult decision and I joined PKR, you know something? I feel like all of you here in Ipoh who voted for the opposition, I feel free. We have heard that from David Yeo, from Dr. Yap, our organizing chairman tonight, that when Anwar got the black eye, the Prime Minister then said he punched himself. When Teo Beng Hock was found dead, after many hours, they said he killed himself. I want to tell you something, that I was conceived by my father, by my mother, without any help from my father. That is a kind of lie that you and I cannot accept. I want to share a few things with you tonight. The few things that I want to share with you is the vision of this country. Where is Malaysia heading for? Where did we come from? You realize that on Merdeka Day this year, I make it an effort to find out what happened. There was little interest in Merdeka Day on the 52nd anniversary. And it reminded me of 2 years ago on the celebration of the 50th anniversary of Merdeka. It was the same thing. People were not flying flags on the 50th anniversary. People were not putting flags on the pendants of their cars. There was apathy. And you know why? People are fed up with the government of this country. Yeah! We see the injustices being done day after day, and that was what compelled me in the end to join PKR. The injustice was becoming more and more blatant. The seizure of power in Perak is a classic example of the abuse of the institutions of power by the government. The MACC, the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, was established and provided such great hope in our country that at last corruption will be fought and will be tackled in this country like Susilo Bambang has been doing in Indonesia. So with this hope, Pak La set up the MACC. But what happened? The MACC was sent into Perak to prepare the way for the seizure of power by UMNO of the people from the people of Perak. We see the beauty of the two-party system. We waited 51 years to realize what many other countries in the region have achieved, a two-party system. Thank you, people of Malaysia. 52%, as was said just now, of the popular votes of Malaysians in Peninsular Malaysia were given to the three parties of Pakatan Rakyat. For the first time in the history of this nation was born the two-party system. And what happens? What happens? You see the balance of all the races, the unity of all the races, and the beautiful thing, compared with the past, when I was MCA, I was a leader of the MCA, everywhere we went, we spoke to the Chinese. 大家好，我们是马华的领导 like that. But today we speak in 3 languages in Ceramah. We see what happened in Pematang Pasir, the 7th by-election since last year in Peninsular Malaysia. There, on the last night, thousands of people had gathered in the town in the place called Samagaga. Sea of faces. Chinese, Indians, Malays, shouting together, reformasi, clapping together, encouraging us together, all the 3 races of Malaysia. This is the 2-party system that has brought such unity to our people here in Peninsular Malaysia. Let me tell you, we won handsomely. In the last general election, we won 63% of the popular vote in the by-election, in the general election in Pematang Pasir. This time, we won 65%, despite the fact that UMNO was going around to all the houses, all the shops, giving them biscuits, giving them food, even giving them sewing machines, giving them fertilizers. People say, terima kasih, kamsia, ho, jinjia ho, kamsia. But when it came to voting, they said, this vote goes to pass. After that, what did they say? What did UMNO say in the main media? Oh, they said, this is a Pakatan Rakyat stronghold. Bullshit! Mong likes that word. I will tell you why. Because up till last year, the general election, Pematang Pasir had been won again and again and again by UMNO. But this time, they gave it once again to Pakatan Rakyat. That is the difference. They asked me how long, I asked the Dr. Yap, how long can I speak for? He can speak for as long as you like, Dr. Chua. But when Anwar Ibrahim arrives, you have to step down. I believe he's arriving soon. The 2-party system. Let's see what happened in Japan recently. For 54 years, the LDP ruled Japan, unshakable. This year, at the recent general election, the Democrats swept the majority of the seats in Japan, and the LDP fell after 54 years. By the time the next general elections come, Podibok, he said, by the 54th year of our Merdeka, when the general election comes, we will follow Japan, Malaysia National will fall, and Pakatan Rakyat will establish the federal government of Malaysia. I want to say a little bit of Teo Beng Hock. When we went to Jasin, to the home village of Teo Beng Hock for his funeral, we lined up, Anwar Ibrahim, myself, and Lim Kek Siang, Lim Guan Eng. We bowed. We bowed. We did not take the joystick. We just bowed our heads 3 times, according to the Chinese custom. The Malay press, especially Utusan Malaysia, say, look at Anwar, he's bowing before the idols. I want to tell Utusan Malaysia that I am a Christian. I will not take the joystick as a Christian, but I will bow in respect to the late Teo Beng Hock. Anwar Ibrahim respected Teo Beng Hock, and he bowed his head. so they kick Siang. It is as simple as that. It is a sign of respect to a person whose life was taken away by the authorities just being a witness.